Okay, let's dive right into this. I want you to picture this exact, totally painful scenario. You're sitting in a boardroom. Across the table is this massive enterprise client, or, maybe it's a very red-faced, persistent executive, and they are demanding loudly that you immediately halt your carefully planned product roadmap to build this hyper-specific, shiny new AI feature. They're telling you it's going to revolutionize everything, but deep down, it's a massive distraction. But because they yell the loudest, your engineering team drops absolutely everything to build it. Sound familiar? Well, welcome to our explainer on the dangers of the loud voice AI feature. Today, we're going to break down exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how to stop it using the very technology you're being asked to build.
So, be honest, did you bolt on an AI chatbot just because the CEO demanded it? Look, it's okay to admit it. It's practically a shared trauma in the product world at this point. We have all been guilty of building technology just for technology's sake. And the result? You end up with this flashy demo that your core users actually end up hating because it completely ignores their actual workflow. We absolutely need to stop doing this.
All right, let's get into section 1, the loud voice trap, because this right here is the root of the problem.
We constantly, and I mean constantly, mix up two completely different concepts, volume and value. When product teams rely heavily on feedback from the most vocal users, it critically skews your priorities and just drastically limits product discovery. You are confusing the sheer volume of persistent executives and angry customers with actual, scalable value for your SaaS business. When you let the loudest voice in the room dictate your strategy, you are effectively ignoring 99% of your user base.
So let me hit you with a brutal pattern interrupt. Really think about this for a second. If that loud customer churned tomorrow, would anyone else on planet Earth actually use this feature? If the answer is no, your entire product strategy is already dead. You aren't building a scalable product anymore. You're just taking customer orders.
Which brings us to section 2, the Frankenstein product. Let's talk about the danger of one-offs.
Now, AI features are uniquely dangerous here. Why? Because they are expensive to build, incredibly expensive to evaluate properly, and frankly, expensive to run in production. Bolting on hyper-specific features, actually, scratch that, let's call them what they are, expensive distractions. Things like a highly custom generative text widget or a proprietary RAG integration, which for those unfamiliar is just letting AI fetch custom company data. Doing all that for a sample size of exactly 1? That will drain your engineering resources faster than almost anything else.
The crucial point here is to remember who you actually are. Your title is product manager, not custom software agency account executive. Reacting to whoever shouts the loudest turns a beautiful, scalable product roadmap into a crowded, incoherent Frankenstein's monster that simply doesn't win anywhere. Every single time you say yes to the loud voice, you are essentially saying no to the silent majority.
So, how do we get out of this mess? Section 3, the N equals many pivot. This is all about responding to patterns, and it's your definitive solution.
Okay, N equals many is a fundamental product management principle. It means focusing on grouping signals and responding to broad market patterns rather than chasing individual anecdotes, which we call N equals 1. High-leverage product feedback management requires you to totally tune out the noise of the screaming individual and focus entirely on scalable market needs. You have to respond to the pattern, not the person.
But how do you find the pattern when you're literally drowning in feedback? Well, you weaponize AI to process qualitative experiments at scale. You can now use AI tools to summarize thousands of open-ended survey answers, support tickets, and interview notes into crystal-clear themes and sentiments in mere minutes. It's like a giant puzzle, and AI puts it together for you, revealing priorities that might literally never surface if you were analyzing them manually.
And that leads us perfectly into section 4, scoring versus counting. Because, let's be real, not all data is created equal.
Consider the massive difference between counting and scoring. Counting is just logging, say 10 polite comments on a minor UI tweak. Scoring, on the other hand, is recognizing the massive weight of 3 angry messages from high-value customers about broken, critical workflows. True management means scoring signals based on their actual impact rather than just counting sheer ticket volume. 10 polite requests simply do not outweigh 3 catastrophic workflow failures. You have to weigh the value, not just count the noise.
So let's look at a really actionable plan. Section 5, the defense playbook. Time for tactical execution. Here are the 3 tactical steps designed to actively defend your roadmap from the loudest voice in the boardroom. Step 1, Centralized AI Insights Hub.
Step 2, apply the n equals many filter. And step 3, balance with strategic vision. Let's rapid fire through these so you have a clear structure to reclaim your strategy today.
All right, for tactic 1, you need to pipe your data from surveys, support systems, analytics, the whole shebang, into a centralized AI insights hub. Then use an LLM, a large language model, to auto-tag, cluster, and summarize everything. Why? Because when a loud customer demands a feature, you must first check this AI-driven central hub to see if the silent majority actually cares about it. Seriously, stop relying on manual ticket reading. Let the AI find the truth.
Tactic 2 is applying the n equals many filter. Before you even think about greenlighting any AI feature requested by a demanding stakeholder, you must answer these ruthless questions. Can it serve at least 20% of your target market? Would you build it if this specific customer didn't even exist? Can it be marketed and sold without a custom explanation? If the answer to these is no, you have to kill the feature. Period.
Let's move to tactic 3. Balance feedback with your 12 to 24-month strategic vision. The absolutely crucial point here is that feedback must be used to pressure test your strategy, not replace it. You always start from your vision. If the loud voice is asking for something that fundamentally violates your core product positioning, you must say no. Yes, even regardless of how much they're paying you.
So, I have a direct challenge for you. The next time a massive client screams for a bespoke AI feature, do you have the data ready to prove why it's a terrible idea? Are you prepared to defend your architecture using your AI Insights Hub and your end-to-many filter? Or are you simply going to cave to the pressure? Because ultimately, it all comes down to this formula. AI, pattern synthesis, plus the any-many filter equals scalable market dominance. Abandoning those one-off anecdotes for synthesized, scored data is literally the only way to build market-dominating AI products. You have to see the truth of the market, not just the anger of the squeaky wheel. I want to leave you with a provocative question to chew on. What is the most ridiculous, completely unscalable custom feature a loud stakeholder ever forced you to build? We have all been there for sure, and recognizing those past mistakes is the first step to ensuring your future roadmap remains focused, scalable, and truly valuable. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep evaluating that roadmap, stay strong against those loud voices, and keep building great products.